big part of Call of Duty is the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the multiplayer aspect of the game, Cold War.
Mm-hmm.
Should we know anything about past multiplayer stuff?
Honestly, um, if you look through the evolution in multiplayer, specifically Black Ops, not pertaining, not I mean I'm sorry, not including World at War, because those two gaming mechanics are completely different. Um, I would say that Black Ops Cold War has very similar mechanics to their predecessors. So, um, like for example, they brought back wild cards, which are special perks that you can go ahead and use um, for your loadout sets for customization. So let's take a couple for example. Let's say Danger Close for example. This wild card can go ahead and grant you double lethal and double tactical equipments.
Which game did they start doing that in?
They actually started doing that in Black Ops One.
The first.
And they kept that system in Black Ops Two, and now if you do want to include Black Ops 3 and 4,
Oh, the
the
multiplayer.
um
Dude,
the
they evolved from that. Like example, I noticed this is that the first the first battle royale was in Black Ops 4,
yes.
but they're not keeping the name Blackout. They're they're adapting from Modern Warfare's battle royale that name, calling it Warzone.
Yes. So, if you want to skip the mechanics for the general multiplayer, move on to Warzone. This is a very confusing topic, but because we both experienced the beta ourselves, along with a couple friends, and we actually do have a glimpse of Warzone. So, a specific mission, game mode called Fire Team Dirty Bomb. So with
Was
this,
that Warzone or was that just a different mode?
no, it was a different mode entirely, but you can see that it has Warzone aspects.
That's true. Yeah.
You drop out of a plane, you have parachutes, and you have vehicles, and you can eat. And of course, there's many spots you can hide. You can snipe from afar on a mountaintop, and you can easily see that this can be a Warzone map. And if you're jumping out of a plane, it's pretty much confirmed that this will be in Warzone. No.
Why do you think that they're not continuing Blackout?
Honestly, because Blackout is was it didn't revolve on any story, so of course in multiplayer there is no story to be built on. But if you want to look towards Modern Warfare, they actually started to build a separate story for their Warzone, and I guess with Black Ops Cold War, they might try to take the same route. Um, Again, you can go ahead and check out Ink Flasher for this theory, but it's possible that they're either going to do the same routine that they did for Modern Warfare, or uh, co-join both war zones to collaborate with one story. That last one seems somewhat far fetched, but I mean anything goes. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem of both Modern Warfare and Black Ops coming together. It would just be a little confusing, especially based on the time difference.
I see. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just thought it was. I was expecting Blackout.
No.
Like, I mean, the name Blackout not anything else. You know.
Yeah, I think because nobody really paid attention to Blackout after the first couple months of Black Ops 4, at least after a while. Because I'm sorry, you raised your hand?
I paid attention. No, here's the thing. I love the fact that they threw in those zombie areas. I thought that made it special.
Mm.
You know, I hope they do that again.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, now that you say that, it's possible that they could. Because Modern Warfare, at this very moment, when this video goes up, um, they are going through a mode called Haunting of Verdansk. It's a special event for Halloween and leading up to Black Ops Cold War. And they have special haunted modes, and one of them is called Zombies Onslaught. So, seeing that Modern Warfare has zombies in Warzone, which is a battle royale, it's not it's unusual because Modern Warfare doesn't really pertain on zombies. But it's also a good thing because it gives you an idea of how they could go for Black Ops Cold War's Warzone if they plan to take it in that direction.
Speaking of zombies,
Well, the only zombies things that we received was the official trailer from Activision and Treyarch. There's very little information to go on, but you can definitely see that they have made massive changes.
I I also saw that the protagonist carries over to zombies.
Well, it's not carried over per se. You're just playing as the same operator. Like there is no story built in on the operator. Like
Oh yeah, but you play as them and your perks you raise your level.
yeah. So yeah, all of that carries over. It's just not yeah. There's no story built on that specific character. But anyway, um, yeah, I actually do find that a little disappointing because and allow me to explain. Despite all of the complex and conflicting and complicated storytelling that the last four Black Ops games did with their zombies, it was the most fun because they threw in massive Easter eggs in their zombies modes that tell a story, and now and they revolved around specific characters, mainly around Tank Dempsey, Nikolai Belinsky, Edward Richtofen, and Takeo. I forgot his last name. But seeing that those characters are probably not gonna come back, it's sad because everybody loved those characters in the original Zombies games, and now that you're playing as your operator, it's gonna be a bit weird.
They've done it before,
Yes, they definitely have done it
and
before.
I was impressed some of the times. With the characters you get to play as.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was some that I'm like, bro, no,
Yeah.
bro.
Now, based like I said, there was very little to go on for with this trailer that we saw. Honestly, there is a plus. They brought kill streaks in, so you see there is a specific moment where you see a chopper gunner fly by and you can actually man the gun on it. That's already confirmed that you get to use your kill streaks from multiplayer in zombies. So I'm thinking, oh okay, this is interesting. Let's see how this goes.
Amen.
Um, and then looking at the layout of the map, you can see that they're actually going back to where it all started. Because if you want to look on World at War again, a map called Nocturne on Toten was the very first Zombies map. And then they remastered it for Black Ops 1 and then Black Ops 3. And now they're bringing it back for Black Ops Cold War, but it's with a twist. Instead of keeping it in a close, confined space, they're making it massive and open. So not only do you have the building from the original map and the two remasters, you even have an outside layout and a hidden bunker as well.
Noise.
So the fact that Activision and Treyarch are willing to expand this map is interesting. It's gonna be a little difficult, but I like it. Now, and the last point I do want to, the last 2 points I want to touch on are weapons and traps, because hardly, well, then again, Noctur Unto in the first map in the first few games, that map specifically didn't have any traps. So not seeing anything here in this trailer, I can understand if they don't put them in, but I feel like this map is they made it so big they have to add at least one or two traps in, like either an electrical field, fire floors, spike traps, anything.
I guarantee they will. It wouldn't make sense if they wouldn't. I mean, they're adding that pack a punch and stuff like that.
Yeah, the basics of World at War. It's good that they're bringing back Pack a Punch and the perks back, because are what gave us our bonuses and how it started out. Of course, this is my personal opinion. Juggernog and Sped Cola. Well, Speed Cola, but I call it Sped Cola.
I like that.
The best perks overall. At least based off the original 4, of course. And then for weapons, it's very unusual because as I looked through the trailer, there were no spots to buy wall weapons, because that's how you mainly got your weapons. You see a wall with a weapon shaped in chalk.
When I looked it up, I think they confirmed it that those would be coming back.
Oh, okay. Well, if that is true, great. But I'm just saying, based off the trailer.
Yeah.
That
So that's how I say, they sponge that out.
Yeah. Now my thing is, because with Black Ops, I believe it was Black Ops 4 Zombies, I think it was. You were able to customize your loadouts in multiplayer, and they would carry over towards Zombies for a specific wall weapon. So, like, say, let's take an M16 for example, and you had a customized loadout for Modern Warfare. I mean, in multiplayer. I'm sorry. You can use that same loadout in Zombies if you bought it off the wall.
Yeah.
They used that in Black Ops 4, and it was only in Black Ops 4. Now, my question is whether or not if they're gonna bring that back, but because it wasn't a bad idea, but then it also ruins the purpose of the Pack-a-Punch, because the Pack-a-Punch does that for you. And knowing that you have...
Well, if they do, I imagine that the Pack-a-Punch will do something else.
Yeah.
So...
But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to cover for Zombies, especially with very little that we have.